Hi friends! Today I'm making baked oatmeal for breakfast. It's one of our favorite recipes. It's super easy using ingredients you probably already have at home. And today I'm also going to show you some variations that I like to use for this awesome breakfast recipe. There are a lot of different variations to this oatmeal, and today I'm making apple, raisin, cinnamon. And you can use cranberries, dried cranberries, you can use walnuts, you can skip everything altogether. You can even use chocolate chips. But I have this beautiful apple in the fridge that I want to use, and I have these raisins because they add such a nice sweetness. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some hot water, some boiling hot water to these raisins to plump them up. This is a trick that I do when I'm baking with raisins, whether it be for butter tarts or poor man's pudding, which is a really delicious pudding recipe. It does make the raisins really big and plump and delicious. So I'm gonna let them sit in that hot water for a few minutes. Now, meanwhile, let's get our oatmeal together. When you're making this baked oatmeal recipe, you want to make sure that you are using large flake oats, or just rolled oats as they're sometimes called. So I'm just using a no-name brand today. There's also a Canadian brand that I like that comes from Saskatchewan, but make sure you do not use quick or instant oats. It won't work the same. 3 cups of the oats go into a bowl. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt, about like that. Now I'm putting in a teaspoon of cinnamon, if I can get this open. There we go. I love the walk-in cinnamon. I've been using it for, 20, 25 years. To me, it's the very best cinnamon. And you can add more or less as you want. Because I'm doing apple cinnamon today, I'm being a little bit extra generous. Or apple raisin, so I'm being a little extra generous with the cinnamon. And now putting in about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. You can add cardamom, you can add a little bit of cloves, little allspice, pumpkin pie spice, apple pie spice, or you can leave the spices out. Baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon. Give that all a little mixy-mixy. And then set that aside. 1 1/4 cup of milk. A 1/4 cup of melted butter. A teaspoon of vanilla. I do like using Mexican vanilla, but today I'm just sticking with my Watkins vanilla. And next, 2 eggs. So I'm going to crack each egg separately. Make sure I don't get any shells. Just beat that up a little bit. See how quick this comes together? So easy, and this is so good. Combine all of those ingredients together really, really well. Before I mix the dry and wet ingredients together, I'm going to cut my apple, and I've decided not to peel it. And I'm not sure what kind of apple this is. I want to say it's a, is it a pink lady? Is that what it's called? Maybe wrong, but anyways, it's a delicious apple. So delicious, I may have to have a bite. So good. Now I'm just going to drain the water off my raisins. Now they're nice and juicy and plumpy. It's kind of like you're rehydrating your fruit, right? That's what we're doing. Okay, let's Give everything a little bit of toss up. I love this with walnuts in it as well. You can use pumpkin seeds. I'm sure this would work with different types of cereals, like a mixed blend of grains. I'd love to try that. But for today, we're sticking with the large rolled oats. Simply mix everything together and then pour it into your prepared pan. It's almost like the eggs and the milk are making a type of custard that's pulling all of this together. And what did I forget? I forgot brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, you can use regular white sugar, you can use maple syrup, you can use any kind of sugar substitute that you want. And this was half a cup of brown sugar. And sometimes I'll only use a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And to be really honest, sometimes I don't even think you need the sugar, especially if you're going to top this with maple syrup. Because I have the sugar in my baked oatmeal, I am not probably going to put any maple syrup on top of this. I love this just as it is with a little bit of yogurt. So good. Or just a little bit of milk. So I'm just really making sure I get that sugar that I forgot to add originally to the dry ingredients, making sure I've got that sugar really well distributed. It's almost like eating a giant, or making a giant oatmeal cookie. I mean, does it get much better? I'm gonna put that into my pan. Okay, just kind of distributing my apple to make sure there's apple everywhere. Okay, I'm patting it all down to make sure everything's in that egg milk mixture. And this goes into the oven for about 30 minutes. While the oatmeal is baking, I thought I would take Cooper outside and show you a little bit of how everything is looking this time of year. After yesterday's windstorm, all the snow is gone except for a little bit here and there, and it's a beautiful sunny day. Come on, baby boy. Yesterday was the first day in a very long time that I've actually been able to see our flower bed because it's been buried under so much snow this winter. So this is my first look to see what's popping up, and there's not a lot, but there will be buds and things coming through any day. In fact, there's tulips starting to pop up here and there around the house, so I know that this flower bed is going to be full of tulips in a few days, which is so exciting. The difference of these flower beds when they're in full bloom is unbelievable, and I can't wait. It is -2 here in beautiful Nova Scotia, at least where we are in the province. And I'll tell you what, we have had the craziest weather. Last week we had a day where it got up to 18 degrees, and I had a tank top on and a glass of wine by our fire pit, and it was delightful. 2 days later it was freezing, -15, and snow and ice. And then yesterday we had a crazy windstorm. I mean, it was so bad, it was actually pulling some of the siding off of our house, which was bonkers. And it was 21 degrees. Now it's -2, not counting the wind, and the wind is cold. But it's a beautiful sunny day, so I thought I'd bring you outside with me. And Mr. Cooper is loving the last little patch of snow. Is that it for snow this year, Cooper? Is that it for snow, little boy? What do you think? Yes, you love your snow. It's a little bit icy, I think.
Even though I know there are a few weeks to go before the trees start turning green, this time of year I can't help but look for little buds on the trees. Oh my goodness, I just love trees and all the beauty around us. This is my vegetable garden, and yesterday the windstorm took down all of the trellises that I make for my vegetables. Good thing I enjoy making them because this spring I'll be rebuilding them. But there's a lot of water in the garden, and soon those black currants will be getting buds.
It's definitely that time of year where I start getting so excited to start planting my garden, and soon I'll be starting my seeds downstairs and then start bringing them upstairs to harden, probably not until late May. We tend to get a frost here. Even in June we'll still see a frost. So I had an older gentleman tell me years ago when I first moved to Nova Scotia, never plant until after the last full moon of June, because then your chances of frost are pretty much nil. And he's been right all these years, except for last year. Last year, I'm going to say, I don't even think it was 2 days, maybe a day after I planted everything in the garden, we got a frost, and I lost so much in the garden. But the weather is so unpredictable these days, and it's changing everywhere, no matter where you live. My family back home on Vancouver Island got snow the other day, and I remember riding my bike in shorts and a t-shirt this time of year on Vancouver Island. So the weather's weird. What can you do? But it is a beautiful day. It's nice to be outside, but I am looking forward to having some baked oatmeal that's in the oven right now and a cup of coffee. And yeah, it's lovely out here. What do you think? Good boy.
I thought I would check on my rhubarb patch, and look at the rhubarb is popping through. Now that is my very first major sign that spring is on its way. I am so excited. Now I'm going to go check to see if my tulips are up, and look at, they're popping up. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It smells and looks so good. Let me show you the texture. See, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this oatmeal so much. So I'm adding a little bit of my favorite yogurt. And I decided, what the heck, I'm gonna splurge and put a little bit of maple syrup on top. Why not? And that, my friends, is a delicious baked oatmeal breakfast.
absolutely delicious. I love it with the apples and cinnamon, but I also love it with the bananas and the blueberries. I especially love making this with dried cranberries and walnuts or almonds or pumpkin seeds. And of course you can get really creative and do chocolate chips or anything like that, but even just plain, this is such a great way to enjoy your oatmeal. A little bit more on the decadent side, but you can add as much or as little sugar as you like as well. So there's a lot of different ways you can make this, but it's so easy and so quick. And I just tell you what, this is even great in the afternoon with a cup of tea for a snack. This really tastes like eating an oatmeal cookie. If you make this, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty certain you're going to love it.